You're watching Let's with Ayuma. Hey, I'm Ayuma Michelle, and welcome to Let's with Ayuma. This is an online safe space that I started to empower progressive women from all around the world, just like you and I, to thrive with purpose. Today, I'll be talking about why you should put your name to your work. Why you should put your name to your work, ladies. This is very, very important. And so I'll get deeper into this topic because I've seen it arise in many of my women networks, and so we'll get deep into it. But first, you know what time it is? If you have been watching this channel for quite some time and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing so that you can get more of this delicious goodness that you've been getting all this while. If you keep coming back, there's a reason. So just subscribe, okay? And then thank you so much to all the new subscribers and welcome. I hope that you've enjoyed the videos that you've watched so far. Please watch this video and watch another one. And if you dig it, please share with a friend who urgently needs to enjoy these videos, right? If you found value from it, please be like a cupbearer, share it with another woman who would also learn and grow from this. Okay, so welcome to the new subscribers. I hope that you'll enjoy this journey with me, and I have a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers this year, so please help me reach there, so that I want these messages to reach as many people as possible, as many women as possible. Okay, so back to today's topic, why you should put your name to your work. So this is inspired by a conversation I've been having. I've actually had for a couple of times with people on social media, right? And once people know that I am a storytelling coach, which obviously means speak up, own your story, do all that good stuff so that you can get to where you're supposed to be with regards to success and significance. But within the Kenyan context, because I know many of you watch from different parts of the world, but within the Kenyan context, especially the business community, I've had this said for a couple of times that once people know that you are the person behind a certain business, they will stop supporting you, they will stop putting money into your business, and therefore the threat is, or the fear is, that your business will start not doing well once people know that this business belongs to you, or that you're the person behind this business. So I thought to create this video because I hear this narrative, and yes, it's a false, even though it may be true in some circumstances, it's being treated as the way things should be. And I'd like to address this narrative using a counter narrative, which is more of abundance, which is why you should still go ahead and put your name to your work, put your story, attach your story to your work, and even go ahead and put your face to your work. So there are many women who keep reaching out to me on my DMs, my social media DMs, and they keep pitching to me some of their stories, some of their ideas. I also know of some friends who actually have businesses, but they're afraid of putting their faces on their business pages because they believe that if they come off more corporate, more formal, I don't know who taught us that formal means not putting your face on your business or your name to your business, but that is the understanding of many people, that formal business, or for you to look more serious or corporate or very professional, it means removing your name, it means de-ing you, basically basically removing any trace of you from your business. And that is actually counterintuitive, and that is actually counterreactive because it is actually working against you. And I say this especially for people who are running small and medium enterprises, that's SMEs. If you're running a small and medium enterprise, realize that this is actively working against you. And I'll share it for the following reasons. So, number one, I realize that the great fear above the fear that underlies this narrative, which is a false narrative, by the way, realize it's a false narrative. The undercurrent in this narrative is fear of your business not succeeding, because once people know it's you, they will stop supporting you. I'd like us to pause there just for a while. So you have a business, and then people get to know that this business belongs to you because of the name of the business, which is probably your name, or the face of the business, which is your face. And then you're running a small business. So once these people get to know, oh, it's Ayuma running this business, I will stop supporting her. Realize those are never the people you're targeting in the first place. That is not your tribe in the first place. Those are not even the kind of people you want to be anywhere near your business in the first place. The people who will choose not to support your business just because it's you, those are not your audience. So it is okay if they do not support you. I don't care if they're your friends, whether you're their family members, whoever they are. Don't care about those kind of people. Do not waste any more of your energy on those people, because they were never the kind of people your business targets in the first place. Because guess what? You want people who think of you from a place of abundance. You want to attract people who want you to thrive. You want to have customers who feel like family, who it's personal for them for you to succeed. You want that to happen. And so once you own your business, put your name to it, put your face to it, attach your story to it. You remember there's a video which I shared, I'll share it above, where I shared why it is important to actually own your business and to attach to share the background story of your business, is because this is actually support the success of your business. You want people to know why. Did you start this business because you want to solve maybe mental health issues because you suffered from it? Did you start this business to support your son's school fees? That's why you have this bakery. You want the people who are truly for you to know this. And the people who are truly for you, they will hear this story, they will see your face, they will know your name, and they will be pro you, they will support you. They will not run away from you or deny those precious coins that your business needs. So realize you are removing, like when you're separating chaff from the good grain. Yes, do that so that you separate the people who are not for you, so that the people who remain, however how few, they will be the people who will keep supporting your business, and not just one touch. They will be return clients because they're invested in you succeeding, right? So take that in. Think of yourself from a place of abundance. Once you're good at something, it means people who both support you and people who don't support you will notice that. So if you find an easy way, in fact, of getting rid of the people who don't support you, fine. So that now you can focus on those who support you. You can learn their language, you can know their names, their faces, you can know what their values are, why they keep coming to you, so that it can be a win-win scenario. Number 2, realize it's costing you by not putting your name and your face and your story to your business. You're actively costing yourself real money, real business, real profit. Why? Because you are the unique value proposition of your own business. If you are a small and medium enterprise owner, your brand is literally dependent on your personality. Corporates literally do not have a personality. That's why they keep pushing out all of these stories with models, with brand ambassadors, with social media influencers. They are highly dependent on those because a corporate body is not a personality. But the power of small and medium enterprises is that our businesses, including mine, are powered by our personality. There would not be a Let's without Ayuma. When you think of Let's, you think of the business owned by Ayuma. So, and I challenge you to do this. Go and look at my social media pages. There's @Ayuma_Michelle on my Instagram, for example, and go and look at my Let's social media page, which is Let's_Coach. You will realize that there's a direct alignment. Look at which social media page is performing better. Number 1, people buy into personality. And also notice how I'm cross-posting posts from my social media page for Let's and for my brand and my own personal social media page. you will notice that my personal social media page is performing better than my brands. But because I run a small an SME, it's because of that my personality literally supports my brand. And once people get to know who Ayuma is, they will be more interested in understanding, oh, what is this Let's business? And actually, that's how I've actively gotten business and the name about my business out there, because I am the #1 chief sales officer in my business. I'm always talking about Let's, I'm always talking about stories. And once I get into a conversation with you, it's likely you'll know about Let's. So realize, don't deny yourself the profit and the sales that your business deserves, because your unique value proposition for your business is you. And that you factor is the thing that corporates do not have. And that's why they hire and pay lots of money just so that their brands can have some kind of personality behind it through hired personalities, which is temporary. But for you, it's evergreen. Also, don't try to run your business, your small business, like a large corporate. It just doesn't make sense. Large corporates have budgets, but also large corporates have large problems. For example, the one I've mentioned, where they have to have these seasonal brand personalities or literally pay money for lifetime brand ambassadorship. Can you see that? Like lifetime brand ambassadorship. That is money that you're paying to a certain personality for the rest of their lives, just so that your brand can have a personality. But for you, you don't have to pay yourself. This is your business, or rather, you can pay you, through your salary. It means it's depending on your own personality, and this is something that you can, if you leverage really well, if you really get into the art of leveraging your story, your name, your personality, and for your business, you will really succeed. And I can actually say that this far I have come. 5 years of running this business. To be honest, it's because I have figured out the science, but also the art of leveraging my own personality and my own story to drive business. And I can help you out with this, So also realize that when you put your name to something, it shows ownership. Imagine if Shakespeare didn't put his name to his work, Imagine if Coco Chanel didn't put her name to her work. Look at the greatest people in this world. Imagine if they didn't put their names to their work. Imagine if Chimamanda didn't put her name to her work. Imagine if Trevor Noah didn't put his name to his jokes. Imagine that. It would be amazing work out there, but it shows no ownership. And it would mean, oh my goodness, who is this person? Who is this person who created this? And how can we get more of this person? How can we connect more or get more of this person's art? Your art needs a name. Your art needs a name, and it is yours. So put your name to your work. Put your face to your work. Don't start fearing about makeup and stuff like that. I used to fear that when I was actually starting out this YouTube channel. If I must be very honest with you, I used to think, oh my gosh, look at some of these people out there in these social media streets, having amazing makeup and all that. Until I realized, hey, I've got a beautiful face. To me, I consider myself beautiful to myself. And the extent to which I can do my makeup, it's okay. So I was like, what's stopping me? The unique value proposition is that there's no other Ayuma Michelle out there in these social media streets like me, with my story, with my face, and with my name. So why am I holding myself back? So please put your face, your name, and your story to your work, because that will show ownership and people will take you more seriously. Because once you put your name to something, it means you are expecting it to be great. You're expecting people to know that it's great. And therefore, you do not want it to be stolen, which takes me to the next point. Copyright and trademark. There's a lot of things that are being stolen out here in these streets, in these business streets. And if you don't show ownership of your name, even your community can't come through. I saw this when there's this amazing Kenyan brand called Endo Squared. Produced beautiful artistic designs like lifestyle branded products. And there's a time that there's another brand somewhere that had stolen, or rather bought, their earrings, which is like the one line drawing illustration. So she makes earrings. It's a sister duo business. So there's another brand, somebody had bought their earrings and now was selling as their own. So it took the tribe, which are the followers of this sister duo business, and yes, Endo is their name, they're Japanese Kenyan ladies, and they're amazing. I just love their artwork. I can't wait to buy one of their work, part of their pieces. So what happened is that they were going about their lives, but it took their community saying, hey, there's somebody in these social media streets claiming your artwork and using your work and selling as their own. You see, so because they have a tribe of people who believe in them, it took their tribe noticing, paying attention of there, because they know how much hard work and artistry goes into their work. And so they were like, no, this is not your work. They were even telling that other business, they took screenshots, sent it to those ladies, and they were like, no, ladies, this is not your work. This belongs to Endo. This is an Endo earring. So stop using their work. And then they shared it to those ladies, and those ladies then posted on social media and said, hey, we are aware that there's a certain brand that's using our stuff, so thank you guys for letting us know. Because you can't be everywhere at the same time, but your tribe is. So once your tribe is everywhere, they'll be like, no, this is Ayuma's work. And they'll be like, Ayuma, look at this. There's somebody using your work. You want your tribe to feel like your family. You want your customers to feel like your family. But how exactly can that happen if you haven't put your name, your face, and your story and ownership over your work? It won't happen, right? So remember the Endo Squared sisters. They are amazing. So also, when you put your face to your business, it shows that it's legit. Just look at the way you naturally look at other businesses. If you're to go to a social media page to get some kind of hair support, or somebody who calls themselves an expert, you would actually want to see who is this expert. But imagine if you go to a social media page and all you're seeing is just generic photos of somebody in an office, generic photo of somebody doing something, generic photo of a business meeting, generic photo of a fireplace. Imagine if you're constantly just seeing generic photos, but you're not seeing the face of the actual person behind the business and the name of the person behind the business, so that when you Google, you find out more about this person. You'll be like, oh, it's a real person, and oh, this is her story, and oh, they've had media interviews, and oh, I actually see that this is legit. It will communicate trust when you have your face and your name on your business. And then when people go out there and follow up, they will want to see evidence of that face and name in other places. So for example, for me, I have media interviews and stuff like that, so that people can know, yes, it is actually me, it's my face. My hair may change, whether I'm wearing a wig or whether I have my afro or some braids or whatever, but it's still me. So everything, people actually do this. Look at the way you normally look for legit businesses. That's what people are doing for your own business. So if you don't have your name or your face or your story out there, and all of these things being aligned, people will be like, there's something very suspicious about this, and I will not buy in. I will not put in, because there's something suspicious about this. So make sure that all of these are streamlined: your name, your face, and your story. If these three are not out there, you're basically communicating to the public that your business is not legit. I'll put it out there 100%. That is the reality, And I'll share with you an example. Also obviously connected to what I shared in the other video, that also when you have your story out there, it helps people understand your why. You may be selling yellow socks just like any other person who's selling yellow socks out there. But if your business is specifically selling yellow socks to promote mental health awareness or to promote endometriosis awareness, that deeply connects, and that therefore it means people will be able to even put more money in your business, because they understand, oh, this business, they're not just selling socks for the sake of it, they are raising awareness. There's an extra value behind this. And also because it's this amazing woman who's maybe suffered from endometriosis, I want to support her journey, because it is true, it is honest, and she's sharing with us part of her life, So you'll be able to stand out with value, with profit, but also influence, because people understand your why. That's the importance of having your name, face, story out there. You will attract more value. And by value, it means higher impact and more profit. And lastly, I'll share with you an example that literally happened this week. So, when because I've been sharing my stories out there through my newsletter, also on LinkedIn, also social media, literally I have my name, face, story out there. There's literally a friend who's been following on my social media. She's a friend, but also an amazing expert. And I was like, okay, it's those things for once I got trained by her, I thought that maybe it's like, peace out, let's move on, But turns out she's actually been following my story, and she was like, wow, I really love what you've been doing, especially recently. I was like, oh, you've been following my story? And this woman travels constantly. I don't know whether she's in Kenya, whether she's in Holland, whether she's where. And so she literally connected me with somebody, with a friend who's in New York, who needs what I'm offering. And so no matter where she is in the world, she's following up on my story. And because I keep updating my story on social media, she connected me with a friend who needed what I was offering, And then connected me with this friend, served the friend, got amazing premium payment from that friend. You see what I mean? You want your tribe to be out there. You never know who's watching, who's following your story, who believes in you. You never really know. Some of them are quite loud, extroverted people like myself. Will be like, oh my gosh, I love your products. You go spam people's social media and you tell them how amazing they are. There are people who are very open and very extroverted like myself. But then there are people who slowly follow your story in the background. And you never know which rooms of opportunity they are mentioning your name in. Right? You remember the story about the cupbearer? You never know who these people are. But just because I have my name out there, I have my story out there, and I have my face out there, it made it so easy for her to believe in my story and know what I'm doing. But it also made it so easy for her friend to buy into my story easily, because she knew the story to tell. She knew the story to pitch to her friend, which made it easy for me to get the business that I do need. Okay? And that happened this week. So realize that just happens like this. But you need to keep constantly telling that story, keep updating people on your journey so that they can be your opportunity sponsors. And yes, while she did that for me, I also showed up for her. I also asked her, how can I help you? How can I be of support? And of course, when an opportunity comes up where I realize, wow, she could really benefit from this, of course I will remember her because she remembered me. Remember, it's a cycle of abundance. So I hope you really feel challenged by this lesson that I have for you today. And if you're struggling with naming and with streamlining your name, your face, and your story, and how to do this, please reach out to me at info@letsfindyourstory.com. My details are also on the description box below. And realize that you don't have to do it alone. I've done this for the last 5 years. It's worked for me. I've figured out a system for myself. I can also help you figure out a system for you in a way that works so authentically. You don't have to think too much about how to authentically express yourself on social media and help people buy into you, your story, and in your business, okay? But it starts with you reaching out and getting the help that you need, okay? info@letsfindyourstory.com. I'd be more than happy to partner with you as your coach and elevate you. We can organize, when you email me, obviously we'll have a complimentary interview session where I figure out what exactly is your challenge, where would you like to go, and what would be the mode of our working partnership in terms of coaching. So realize that the complimentary call is the call is complimentary. It's not a coaching call, it's an interview call to figure out where are you and where would you like to be and how can I support you to get there. Okay? So please comment below. Are you holding back your business success, and your impact and profit? Your business success, your impact, and your profit by holding back your name, your face, and your story? Please comment below and let me know which nugget and which gem you're carrying with you from today's message. Okay? Own it, ladies. Own it. Own your name. Own your story. own your face, your beautiful face. Own it all because you deserve it and because that is the ticket to your winning tribe and to the great opportunities that are out there for you. Okay? So that's all for today. This is Let's with Ayuma, an online safe space that I started to empower progressive women from all around the world just like you and I to thrive with purpose. And yes, by owning it, owning our names, owning our faces, and owning our stories, because we are the unique value propositions of our business. Okay? So remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.